Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you what I believe is one of the most powerful Nerf dart blasters in the world. But before we do that, Super D bought this Nerf Chrono barrel, and we're going to be using this to test how powerful this Nerf blaster is. So included you get the Chrono barrel, 6 Nerf darts, and an instruction manual. First I want to talk about the physical features it has. It goes onto the end of a standard Nerf barrel lug. So, for example, here we have the Ghost Ops Evader. If I take out the one it comes with and attach this, it goes on the same. And I actually think this one looks cooler than the one it comes with. It has this little front sight here you can kind of use to aim. The dart basically just flies through here. You have a rail on the bottom, and you have the LCD screen here. So first, there's gonna be a Phillips screw here. You're just gonna loosen that and take off that plate. And you're gonna need 2 AA batteries. You're gonna insert them, and you're gonna tighten the Phillips head screw. And now it's on. The LCD screen is here. First, there's a switch here. The switch has 3 positions. All the way to the left is off. The middle position with the arrow pointing down is counting down. There you can set a number. For example, it's already set to 6, and every time you shoot a dart, it'll go 1 number down. So once it hits, so you'll set it to how much ammo you have in your gun, and once you run out of ammo, it'll hit 0. The other switch is to count up. It'll start at 0 or whatever number you want. And every time you shoot a dart, it'll go 1 number up. So whenever you're done shooting, you can know how much ammo you've shot. If you look on the screen, the top number is the amount of ammo you've either shot, counting up or counting down. There's a little number on the bottom that'll say FPS or MPS. FPS is feet per second, MPS is meters per second. You can switch it to whatever one you want. That is the amount of feet the dart flies in 1 second right after it leaves the barrel. For example, if it's 70 FPS, that doesn't mean it's gonna fly 70 feet in 1 second. That means how fast it's flying once it leaves the barrel. Once it's flying through the air, it's gonna be slowing down because the air is causing friction. Now these things on the bottom. The one to the very left resets everything. The middle button, the plus, causes your top number to go up. If I was on counting down, you'd hit the plus, and now it's at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now it's at 12. For example, if you had a 12 round magazine, you can start at 12. And then the minus number is just for going down. To switch from FPS to MPS, you click the plus and minus buttons at the same time. Now it's MPS, FPS. So I'm gonna be counting down. I have 6 darts loaded. You can see it went to 5, and that was 69.5 FPS. Now we're going to show what it looks like counting up.
What's the FPS on this last one?
64.8. So let's talk about some of my mods. First, I'm gonna go ahead with this mod. This doesn't have any actual internal modifications. All I did was I took a rough cut and cut off the back of it, and took an Accu-Strike stock and cut off that, and took a piece of wood and used epoxy putty and put them together and then covered it with tape. So now the rough cut has a stock. And I like that because the rough cut normally comes like a sawed off, and it's kind of annoying. So now it has a stock so you can actually shoulder it, and it's a lot better. Now to my super powerful mod. This is a buzzbee Air Warriors blastzooka Extreme. It's a missile launcher that you put a missile on and it shoots the missile out. I converted this into a dart gun for Nerf darts. I cut down the barrel and I took a 1/2-inch brass coupler and electrical taped it to the barrel. And then I took a 1/2-inch CPVC pipe, and what I can do is, since it's a 1/2-inch brass coupler, the 1/2-inch CPVC actually fits perfectly snugly right into it. And it does kind of angle down a little bit, but I just hold it up whenever I'm shooting. And what I did is, this gun, the barrel used to kind of stick out a little bit. On the very front of it, of the barrel, it had an air restrictor that restricted the air. And the reason they had to have it is because this is an air-powered gun where you pump it. And it's not like other Springer guns where you just cock it one time and you shoot. This, you pump it multiple times. So it's like a lot of air. The diameter of the barrel was actually exactly perfect to fit a Nerf dart. Although I put the Nerf dart in here, not in here anyway. So what I do is, all I do is I pump it about 8 times because I like 8 times the most. And then I'd take a Nerf dart and I'd put it in the back and I'd twist it. And then I'd attach it to the front and shoot it. And this thing shoots pretty far and very powerful. If you shoot this somebody at close range, it will give them a bruise. I have a cardboard box, a bow and arrow target, and this dart goes inside of the target. It shoots very far. It shoots like all the way across our backyard. The only problem with this is aiming. It's kind of hard to aim because there's not really any sights here. So you can't really shoot somebody too far with this. And if I were gonna shoot somebody with this, I wouldn't shoot him with all 8 pumps. That would hurt a lot. I'd shoot them with like maximum 4 pumps. Anything higher than that's gonna hurt them a lot. I'd probably only use this outside. So one of the main things that makes this so good is the thing I used for a barrel. This is so powerful, and I've tried it, that if I didn't have this barrel, usually what happens is right when the Nerf dart comes out, it immediately splits apart and is completely broken. Or it'll come out and go somewhere in the middle of nowhere because there's no barrel. It'll just go somewhere, who knows where it went. Nerf darts, the thickness of the foam is actually ½ inch thick. So you could basically consider these 50 caliber darts if you wanted to. And this is ½ inch thick too. It's ½ inch CPVC. So the dart fits perfectly snug. And the reason it goes in is because these are foam, so you can kind of squish them a little bit. But I put it in the back because when I have them in the back in about this much, it flies through the whole barrel. And then right when it comes out, it's been used to going through the barrel this much, it just goes completely straight. And that's what makes this accurate. Also, since the pressure is against it this whole time through the barrel, it doesn't break once it comes out of the barrel. It stays intact. After I shoot it, the darts actually get weaker. Eventually, after a lot of times shooting, maybe about 20 times with one dart, you can't use the dart anymore because it'll just be too weak and too used. Okay guys, I just pumped it up 12 times and we're gonna test the FPS. Okay, that was 387 FPS. Eight pumps with a Nerf dart. Shooting at a bow and arrow target. Okay guys, I pumped it 10 times. Let's see the FPS. .355. Okay guys, I'm about 100 feet away from the target, and I'm gonna be using a race squad dart because of how the tips are designed. They're more accurate than Nerf darts. Got him. I forgot to tell you guys about this mod. This is actually another mod I did. It's a Nerf hyperfire. It looks the same from the outside, but I actually rewired it and I added a airsoft battery inside. Since it uses an airsoft battery now, the flywheels spin faster, so the darts actually come out faster, and it has a higher rate of fire because the conveyor belt spins faster, so. This, without being modded, is titled the fastest Nerf gun. It's the fastest Nerf gun Nerf has made yet, and I just made it faster. So watch how fast this shoots. So that was like around 18 darts, something like that. Between 16 to 18 darts in a few seconds.
Happy family, before I get to the shoutouts, I want to remind you that we have a merch store, and the link to it is in the description below. We also have 3 new channels: the Happy Family 1004 Gaming channel, the Happy Family 1004 Airsoft channel, and Brass Lead Steel. And now to the shoutouts.
The first shoutout goes to Josiah McDaniel.
The next shoutout goes to Protocol Gamer. And Protocol Gamer is trying to get to 50 subs, so maybe y'all can help out.
The next shoutout goes to Juliet Beth Arenas.
The next shoutout goes to Align X.
The next shoutout goes to Minecrafter Jake 64.
The next shoutout goes to Raymond Garza.
And the last shoutout goes to TJ King.
Happy family, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell. Be happy, peace out.